Top six, 4 people have been killed in a wrongly country when Chino, one of his persons, was taken to the hospital. The Kremlin says Russian President Putin has visited the occupied port city of Mariupol, his first trip to Ukrainian territory that Moscow illegally annexed in September. And Shazam, Fury of the Gods, is falling short of domestic box office with about $30 million in North America this weekend, but it's still number one. We'll look at some trouble on the 105 right after this. You locked your head up the tree? Yeah, I was right up there. I'm scared to come down. Hang on, I'll get him for you. Be careful, mister. Yes, sir. Where are you going? Where did you come from? And where's your mouth and face? What? Oh, no, your mom and dad called us to clean out your salads and... What? They were up the tree too. Really? The tree was really clogged. That's enough. And we have to stop that nasty stuff from invading your bathroom. So you're a hero? Try to be every day. We're rooter heroes. Wow. We make sure you live in a safe, clean house. Go on. Thanks for rescuing George. It's what a hero does. If you know how to charge things, call Hero Hero coming in air. Go online at ViralRabbi.com. SoCal weather, we got a 30% chance of rain tonight with lows in the 50s and it's 40 tonight in AD. This report brought to you by Progressive Insurance, and we're headed to a crash on the 105. Avenue, that's the crash in the middle lane involving a motorcycle. In South Atlanta, like they know, they're Burton Avenue, that's the 12 inches up the right shoulder. 150 north of 440 Boulevard in Valley Village, after the crash, they moved to the right shoulder. And then the hill got this combo in the middle lanes on the 405 north at the 118. Looks like QT is going to be hitting left, right, one break, which is turn that in. In Boyle Heights on the 5 south, it's still 3, that's the crash from the 2 left lanes, that traffic back up from the 5 and 10 northern split. KF on the Giant, see you there faster. I'm Zachary Davis. Progressive commercial insurance can protect your small business with over 30 coverage options. An easy-to-use mobile app, personalized discounts, and more. Get a quote in as little as 6 minutes at progressivecommercial.com. Discounts and coverage selections are available in all states and situations. This report is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Progressive commercial insurance can protect your small business with over 30 coverage options. An easy-to-use mobile app, personalized discounts, and more. Get a quote in as little as 6 minutes at progressivecommercial.com. Discounts and coverage selections are available in all states and situations. Attention, Southern California. TRILLIONAIRE is ready to install your solar now and complete your paperwork in time for NEMD. They have teams working around the clock 7 days a week and have processed over 35,000 applications and counting. More than any solar company in California. No one worked harder than Jeopardize with its free decor and honor. Go solar American style. Declare your independence with TRILLIONAIRE, your local and veteran-owned solar contractor who gets the job done right. Imagine no money out of pocket, no payments until 2024. Call 877-211-5591. Worried about blackouts? Tesla and Enphase batteries are in stock. Plus, Semper offers new furnaces AC systems with a lifetime warranty and new roofs with a 50-year warranty. Don't wait. Get your solar system installed by TRILLIONAIRE before net metering changes and rates go up even more. For all offers, call 877-211-5591 or visit SemperSolaris.com. The Dell Technologies 20-annual sale starts now with savings on select PCs powered by the latest 12-gen Google processors. Plus, get deals on select accessories and free shipping on everything. Save now by calling 877-ASK-DELL. Randy went to college and racked up huge debt. I went with over $100,000 for a degree he couldn't use. Now what? I had a friend that worked for my computer career and they talked to me about it. He was done in just months. I could do it online. They even helped him get hired immediately after graduation. One of the things I love about IT is that you can work from anywhere you want. You could become an IT pro in just months with zero experience at My Computer Career. It worked for me and I know it can work for you. It's not rocket science. It's mycomputercareer.edu. The Richard Market Report. Roger Lamar, Chief Marketing and Communications Officer at MasterCard, talks about measuring sonic and sonic grinding and sonic city skills across the board. The principles of measurement are the same, but the parameters that you measure are different. We measure, and what we find is our investment is paying for itself in schools. We have been talking with iHeart across multiple platforms, both for brand enhancement as well as for performance marketing. I think the cut through of the message and the recall of the brand are must company. iHeartMedia gives marketers access to the audiences, conversations, trusted influencers, insights, and data you need to grow. Go to iHeartResults.com for more. Hey, it's Mo Kelly. This is the fun part. This is where I get to tell you about the great results I'm having in real time. I get to notice how well I sleep now, how much more energetic I am. All this I incorporated Feel the Breeze into my daily diet. And I did. Trust me, I do. You're probably thinking Feel the Breeze can't be as good as you say it is, Mo. But it is. It isn't instead of a better diet. It adds to a better diet. More fruits and vegetables that I have been missing. Just one scoop of the beverage of my choice, and I'm filling the gaps in my diet. And Feel the Breeze has a better health promise. Take Feel the Breeze and at your next doctor's visit, if your doctor doesn't compliment you on the overall improvement in your health and numbers, well, return Feel the Breeze for a full refund. I've got you 15% off your first order, and I got you another 10% off when you subscribe. Visit FeelTheBreeze.com and use promo code AFI. That's FeelTheBreeze.com. Promo code AFI. Pray.com's meditative prayer contact is the best way to bring God's perfect peace into your life. This meditative prayer helps you focus on God, fight anxiety, and set Go to listen to meditative prayer on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcast. Somebody put out food in the break room that was about to expire. It's about to expire, and there's a very important distinction. You and my husband share this over the weekend. He's like, wow, look at this milk. It expired 2 weeks ago. It's still good. No. Really? Yeah, you don't toy with milk. No. I don't have many experiences with that. Oh, really? Well, live 9 to 1 p.m. on KFI and on demand anytime on the iHeartRadio app. You have something you want to do this year, we're talking also. Let's talk about love. You know, you would like me to talk about fulfillment, meaning the concentration, but I don't. I talk about the science of love, the biological, the sociological, and the psychological. Believe it or not, love has been studied by researchers around the world, and the information shows up every day. And it's me, we can you. Honestly, I wouldn't be here to the preaching this good news about the science of love if I hadn't learned relationship skills. Relationships are far more about skills than love. I think the biggest myth about love is that it's all about finding the right person. It's not. It's about learning how to be the right person. And once you learn how to create a healthy attachment, more people are attracted to you. More people are mates that can work for you. You'll have happier relationships. And why do I care about this so much? Of course, I don't want you to stay in relationships, but there's also research to show that long-term bonded people, whether you believe in the institution of marriage or not, I don't care, in having a secure base of somebody, those people live longer, they have better health along the way, better mental health, better physical health, and they accumulate more wealth. Way more expensive to take the two houses. Anybody wants to divorce like that. But I also don't believe until death do us part. When until death do us part, the mental death is pretty imminent. And as a result, because of our extra long life expectancy these days, that even the most monogamous of humans can expect 2 or even 3 long stints of monogamy in their life with some unique selection in between. That's why there's a dating marketplace for every age group. So, this week in my reading, I came up with a little list that I think a different conversation that I think every single couple should have, quite regularly, in fact. And so let's go through them. The first conversation is, how was your day? I mean, really, how was your day? If you're saying it as an automatic, how was your day, and they say good, and then you move on, you're not growing any closer. You're also not staying in their mind when you're away from it. Couples who are intimately involved with each other's work lives, and when I say that, I don't mean storm in the enemy spouse like a storm in the office and just like the boss or that mean coworker, but just if they're with you in heart and soul, you come home and say, you wouldn't believe you did today. You wouldn't believe what happened at the office today. You know that project we're working on? And your partner will know that project you're working on because you've been talking about it. If you stay integrated into their day, then you stay in their mind when they're away from you. So have research shows, this is published in Current Psychology, couples who have extensive conversations about work show significantly higher levels of relationship satisfaction than couples who don't. So share information about your experiences, about what you do in your day, what the challenges are, what you're feeling, about your colleagues. I love when we were gossip. When I finally meet the people, like I've been meeting a lot of his work friends lately, we're going to dinner and stuff, I'm always like, I don't know what I thought they had. Like, I don't know, it's like, you hear somebody on the radio and you think it was like, all right, another conversation is the gathering. The attachment conversations. We all have a different attachment style. We all have different degrees of needing closeness or needing space, right? So we need to talk to each other about how much alone time you need, how much couple time you need, and how much social time. So if you ever been with a guy who doesn't want to do any socializing, he just wants to be alone with you all the time? Oh my God, yeah, my ex, I felt like I had to choose between him and my friends or him and my family. That's too ingrained. No, everybody needs a wider social network. It's good for us to have that social support. Everybody needs alone time and everybody needs couple time. But how much may be different, and you've got to talk about it. Also, I want to say this. Watch the tiny behavior changes when you're about to separate or come back together after a business trip or something, because that's when your attachment organization will be triggered. So here's the story. One time Julio was in New York, doing work, but staying with his mom or visiting his bunch, he's older, but he was there at her house. He wanted to have this conversation or something like that. And I was, I had my own attachment anxiety. I was missing him, so I was trying to be cool. And when he was coming back, I thought, he's wrong. I'm going to miss him. And homemade ice cream. I just really going to appreciate that. Was organic cream to the great. So he happened to call me when I'm in the car style at Delta. And he's coming next day. And he goes, what you doing? And I said, I'm picking up some vanilla beans so I can make some vanilla bean ice cream. And he goes, yeah, I hate vanilla bean. I hate vanilla ice cream. And I literally snapped. And I said, somebody's about to make me something homemade, that's gourmet and lovely. And you're going to like it. And I was so upset. I ended up talking to his mom about it. She said, it's okay for you not to like vanilla bean ice cream, honey. You can make strawberries. I ended up making him strawberries. But I realized later, it was my attachment anxiety. It was a big affair. It was giving him a common suspect into, and I felt rejected by it. And that feeling of rejection activated a little bit of anxious attachment style. All right. Couple more conversations we should be having. I consider one more. It's a little bit before we get to the but how about the sex conversation? Sex is always good. It's always a good one. How often you want sex? What activities do you like to do? What your fantasies are? What your sex schedule is? You guys need to be talking about this all the time. I also want to say this. You guys don't have to be in space all the time. Spontaneous sex in long-term relationships is a myth. You got to put it on the schedule. You got to talk about it. And even though, I think we talked about this last week before, even though sex researchers used to say, we're trying to compromise. If you're somebody with high desire or low desire, it is a kind of compromise. It is a two unhappy people. How about finding out why you don't want to have sex and what's going on with the sex? Also, everybody's allowed body autonomy. If they want to sex with themselves, it doesn't mean body autonomy to go share with somebody else who's a threat to the relationship. I mean, if you want to have autosexual behavior, you want to use pornography, that's you and your body's decision. It's nobody else's decision. So you have to allow all kinds of that. Okay, two more conversations. Secure, healthy, and happy couples should be having all the time. I'll tell you what they are when we come back. Social gas is a reason to make a plan. A male contraception. You're listening to Dr. Walker on KFI and for your lives everywhere. I mean, I hardly do that right now. It's the 24-hour news doing our very own time. Former ROTHSCHILD Eric steady will now be the U.S. ambassador to India. It's came down to the wire. Both sides of the Senate debated until the last minute. Then, years of 52 and years of 42, the motion is agreed. Our study is confirmed yesterday despite opposition from both Democrats and Republicans. The Republicans even said it was time to appoint an ambassador because India's reserved representation as a strong ally. Our study was nominated 20 months ago, but the process stalled after allegations that he knew about the inappropriate behavior of his former chief of staff toward other employees. At least 4 people have been killed in a wrong-way crash on the 71 freeway in Chino Hills. Not say 6 cars were involved in the crash around 2:30 this morning. 1 car caught on fire. DOT Ferry then Senator third time a $229 million facelift that would include a new barn, greenhouse, and amphitheater suite.
This property served the Santa Ana Army Air Base during World War II.
DOT Fair CEO Michelle Richards says many of those buildings desperately need upgrades.
Most of it is being paid for by our tax reserves.
She says purposely expanded the administration building, get bigger exhibit buildings, more restrooms, and amphitheater and arena upgrades.
We have a plan to build a modern agriplex where all of our agriculture, livestock shows, etc. will be held.
The 18 project expected to take 10 years. In Orange County, Corbin Carthage, a fighter. South Dakota Republican Senator Mike Brown says he doesn't agree with Florida Republican Governor Ron DeSantis' controversial comments about Russia's invasion of Ukraine.
I don't think it's a territorial dispute. While we may be taking territory, listen to hear them that for us.
He says that remark has something to do with primary politics. DeSantis hasn't officially announced that he'll run for president in 2024. It's been 20 years since the U.S. war in Iraq began.
American coalition forces in the early stages of military operations to disarm Iraq, to free its people, and to defend the world from great danger.
Former President George W. Bush formally announced the start of the war and televised a Red March in 2003. Bush spoke to the nation shortly after explosions began to rock Baghdad. U.S.-led coalition forces began air attacks about 90 minutes after a deadline for Saddam Hussein to leave Iraq had passed. The first targets were hit with Tomahawk cruise missiles from U.S. aircraft and warships in the Persian Gulf. The U.S. declared an end to the war nearly 10 years after the fighting began. And we have a stall on the 15th. How did the home pass on the 15th south of the 130 year with that stall diesel signals to like Cobra Breacher and features delays of 305 jobs to the street? In Linwood, on the 105 East Side and Long Beach Boulevard, a motorcycle crash occurred at the right over the step back up to Will Richard Avenue. In Valley Bridge on the 170 north before Burbank Boulevard, that crash was the right shoulder. While on the 405 north at Fairview Road, that's a stall vehicle that lost a tire on the center lane and coast to Mesa. And then Riverside on the when you step them off your avenue, that's crash off the missing right shoulder. Hey, if I was guy, let's see there back here. I'm Zachary Dagan.
Bring in to super prices and a super selection at the Normally Superstore. 6 great brands: Honda, Ford, Lincoln, Hyundai, Genesis, and Volkswagen at 9 convenient locations. From the Cerritos Auto Square to the Irvine Auto Center, from Red Tornado to Huntington Beach, we have all your favorite models in stock. Plus, get total peace of mind when you purchase. Thanks to our exclusive price protection guarantee. We're safe. If you can find the same new vehicle for less than 5 days, your lease will pay you the difference or buy your vehicle back. There is simply no reason to shop anywhere else. Don't miss your chance at a fresh start this spring and get behind the wheel of your favorite new ride. Test drive today in the Normally Superstore location, like the number 100 store in the world in the Cerritos Auto Square. Or shop online at normally.com.
The global outage is scale 2022. Sometime later from KFI, we have a 30% chance of rain tonight with lows in the 50s and down to 40 in the IED and AD. Friday tomorrow, highs in the mid-60s, rain likely tomorrow night, and it could last through Wednesday. Right now it's 56 in Santa Ana, 55 in Orange. We need local. Live from the KFI 24-hour newsroom, I'm Mark Braun.
Why would a plumber just tell me what it costs to unclog my drain over the phone? Is it that complicated?
No, it's not. Chris obviously has a problem.
You've got a nice aroma. Who are you?
I tell you, Gilbert Plumber.
Will you tell me how much to unclog my drain?
$99. Doesn't matter if it's a kitchen sink or a mainline sewer house. The Gilbert Plumber at Mike Diamonds will unclog almost any drain for $99. There are a few exceptions, but you can read all about them on our website, that's smellgoodplumber.com. Contact your license for In this Chief Marketer's Report, Patricia Sayaletta, Global Chief Marketing Officer, directed for Warner Brothers Discovery, weighs in on the difficult task of building and retaining consumer trust. Trust is a really hard thing to build and a really easy thing to destroy, and we have to be very respectful about that. Our partnership with iHeart has really helped us build that trust and that relationship with the on-air talent. The best thing for us to do is to build a relationship with our consumers. And if those consumers have a relationship with the DJs that are on air, then we want to build on that. House of the Dragon, which is one of our most successful, if not the most successful campaign we've ever done for a show, audio is a core part of that. It's the #1 audio company. iHeartMedia is marketing access to all. Every audience, live conversations, trusted influencers, and the insights and data you need to grow. That's just a media company. iHeartMedia is your access company. Go to iHeartResults.com for more.
COVID-19 season stopped at almost the season. And from you, recommendation. As soon as you feel symptoms, visit youcanbeatit.org or call 833-422-4255 to ask for medication to treat COVID-19. Sponsored by the California Department of Public Health. KFI.
AM 640.
And iHeart Radio Station.
Download the free iHeart Radio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Come on. Okay. 2 more quick conversations you should have regularly if you're in a healthy relationship. They are the family conversation. Do you want kids or not? How are you going to raise them? Where are you going to raise them? What's your parenting style? What's religion? What values? What educational institutions? Honestly, people head to the altar never having had these important conversations. And finally, and also the extended family conversation. Where are the boundaries? Where the mother-in-law? How are you handling all this? You got to talk about how much extended family time one is in. And finally, the future goals conversation. Are you guys growing together and go on the same page? I hope so. And we can talk about it. All right, moving right along. New research paper published in the journal Nature Communications presents a new approach to male contraception. Male contraception, I can't even say it because I'm so excited that it might be coming on the market. Okay, so the research has only been done on mice so far, but apparently what it does is it stops those little swimmers in their tracks. It makes them swim really, really, really slowly, and then they can't get to the egg. Woo-hoo! I think that's great. So I immediately called producer Taylor. I'm like, producer Taylor, get the researcher on here. We need to talk about what this means for us. So right now, I would like to welcome Dr. Melanie Balda of the Leo Cornell Medical College, Department of Pharmacology. Hi, Dr. Melanie. How are you? Hi, I'm good. How are you? Thanks for having me. I think you're on the East Coast. You're not in Germany, are you? No, I'm on the East Coast. Getting ready for bed. Yes, it's late for you. All right, so I'll be brief. I understand this new compound that you have discovered that might be a big breakthrough in male contraception was actually discovered by fluke because you had another researcher who was afraid of mice? Yeah, that's exactly what happened. So one of the developers was working on an iPod using that inhibitor that we were then using as a contraceptive also, and she didn't want to inject them, so I helped her, and then at the same time looked at the sperm, and then made the discovery that the sperm are not swimming. Okay, I don't know how to ask you this, but how do you look at my sperm? Under a microscope? Under a tiny microscope? Yeah, exactly. So we also do like regular cell culture with normal cells, and those microscopes are good enough that you can see the sperm swimming as well. So how does this compound work to block a sperm's reproductive potential? So it has to happen when the sperm are ejaculated, they have to start swimming. So they're kind of sitting in the academic, so like the tissue and next to the testes, and they're sitting there waiting to that the vegetative is just kind of sleeping and not moving, and then the vegetative gas to start moving. Right. And the protein in the sperm that regulates that start of motility is the target that we are inhibiting. So you can imagine it as kind of an on-switch for the sperm. So the inhibitor that we develop blocks that protein so it doesn't get activated, so then the sperm won't succinate. So what you were able to watch is a lot of sperm, a lot of mice having a lot of sex, and yet very few pregnancies or no pregnancies. So I don't really watch them. I leave them alone for 2.5 hours in the bathroom because they don't want to be disturbed like me do either. But so what we found is in the first 2.5 hours after injection, none of the males that got that inhibitor got picking up pregnant. But it's not that they had sex drive. They did have sex. Yeah, I know they didn't have sex because you can actually see that there's a so-called plug forming at the vagina opening of the female. So it's kind of the semen kind of hardening, turning into a crystal, and you can see that. So you know that they have sex. But then 21 days later, you look, are there any babies in the cage? If they're not, then I know that the female is not that pregnant. You have a very different work than I do. Just wanted to tell you. So yeah, it's very interesting. So what it sounds like, there's a bunch of hurdles to go through. I know you've got to do tests on other kinds of animals before you can do clinical trials on humans, and we have many obstacles in our future. However, are you envisioning that this could eventually be a pill that a man could take for just temporary reasons? Like, in other words, it's not like a female birth control pill where you're taking a pill every day for your whole year. This might be a temporary kind of birth control for men. Yeah, so the idea is that we really want both the men and also women in the future only take birth control whenever they need it, whenever they have sex. So the idea is that the men take our pill about 30 minutes before they want to have intercourse, and then they're protected for about 24 hours, and then after they have fertility pill. So it's a very new concept that is very different from the hormonal pill that the female has to use. Okay, now we're going to get into the real philosophical conversation. Do you think human males would ever take this pill? Yeah, I think so. Just looking at the response that we're getting, there's a lot of excitement out there, and lots of the scientists, right? So we looked into data, and there was a big study done with 20,000 men all over the world, and the response rate positively to an on-demand pill was about 50 to 70% depending on the country. So we definitely see that there's a lot of interest that the men really would like to take this. I'm very curious to see what an evolutionary psychologist might say about this, because he believes that unconsciously men are wired to reproduce, and so they might sort of forget to take the pill or forget how long ago they took the pill. You know what I mean? Because as long as with that on-demand approach is that they don't really have to think about it until they think about sex, right? So, and then they take it, they can even take it in front of their partner, and then the partner has okay, the man is protected now, and then, yeah, I find it more than you can imagine. Now, when you got your American, so that's just recording, so you're, I know. Anyway, Dr. Melanie, it is a pleasure. It's always nice to talk to these researchers who are there in the trenches doing the work that we as journalists only talk about. Thank you so much for doing what you do with us myself. Now go to bed and have a good sleep. Thanks for being with us. And thank you so much. Bye. When we come back, how did the birth control pill for women change society? Let's talk about this. You're listening to Dr. Wendy Wellstone, KFI, and it's supported live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. And now let's go to 24-hour KFI News doing our very own Mark Warner.
At least one person has been hospitalized after a car slammed into the side of Walnut Pizzeria in Long Beach, leaving a gaping hole in the side of the place. That's not how you do a curbside pickup. Control from an earthquake at Rock, Ecuador, and Peru this weekend stands at 15 killed, and North Korea says it simulated a nuclear attack on South Korea with a ballistic missile launch over the weekend. It was its fifth missile demonstration this month to protest the largest joint military exercises in years between the U.S. and South Korea. Well, check out a bit of trouble on the 105 right after this.
Seriously, my ears are just with the pencil.
We all know how easy it can be to go to the wrong place for transmission repair. Made up of over 800 pieces, the transmission is the most complex part of your car. So we're the transmission experts at AMCO. AMCO, always the right fit. AAA, MCO. Special financing available. Restrictions, limitations, and exclusions may apply. See AMCO.com for complete details.
Progressive commercial insurance flexes to fit your business needs. From quick repairs to adjustment coverages and even payment options. Progressive Commercial makes it easy to get what you need. Go today in as little as 6 minutes to progressivecommercial.com. This report is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Progressive Commercial Insurance flexes to fit your business needs. From quick repairs to adjustment coverages and even payment options. Progressive Commercial makes it easy to get what you need. Go today in as little as 6 minutes to progressivecommercial.com.
SoCal weather, 30% chance of rain tonight with lows in the 50s, down to the 40s in the Inland Empire and Antelope Valley. This report brought to you by Progressive Insurance, and we're headed to a crash on 105.
It's south all the way on the 105 east of the 110. That's the crash system is the right shoulder. North south all the way on the 1. I don't see how to stop. I'm sorry. I don't want to know the Vernon Avenue. That's a 12 eagle take on the right shoulder. There we go. And it's going on the 14 north of Sierra Highway. That's a 12 eagle to blown out tires. In Valley Village on the 170 north before Bergen Boulevard. That's crashing into the right shoulder. And another crash into the right shoulder in South Street on the 17 north of Sierra Highway. KFI in the sky. Let's give you there faster. I'm Zachary Davis.
What would you do if the secret cabal of the most powerful folks in the United States told you, hey, let's start by two? Back in the 1930s, Rabbi all that secret in the U.S. was fascinating. I'm Ben Bowler.
I'm Rabbi Butler. Join us in this sordid tale of ambition, treason, and what happens when evil tycoons get too much time on their hands.
Listen to Let's Start with Two on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you find your favorite show. Jesse Power Services, family owned for nearly 60 years, is LA's generator expert for all your generator needs, commercial and industrial, including maintenance, rentals, purchase, and installation. For the largest fleet of generator rentals in Southern California, go to JessiePower.com. That's DUTHID-Power.com.
This month, get 40% off Rosetta Stone's lifetime unlimited subscription. And explore the world with French French lessons in 25 languages, from Spanish and German to French and Korean, and even Portuguese and Turkish. Rosetta Stone prepares you for real-life conversations and will have you talking from your very first lesson. So visit RosettaStone.com today for 40% off and get ready for the trip of a lifetime. Offer ends March 22nd. Rosetta Stone, the language and brand. Could you use monthly payments to help me pay for food? Get putting food on the table, paying the rent, or buying new shoes for grandkids? Find out about supplemental security income. You may qualify if your income and financial resources are low and you're 65 or older, or an adult or child with a disability or who's blind. Call 1-800-772-1213 or go to ssa.gov/SSI.